Okay, so what we're going to start today is proving triangles congruent by certain things, by certain parts of them. So different ways to prove triangles congruent is by side, 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 angle, angle, side, angle, 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 side, and HL. So there's a lot of SSS, SAS, AS, AAS, and HL, and lots of letters going all over the place. And pretty soon we're going to have CPCTC as well. So there's all kinds of acronyms that you need to get straight in your mind. Okay, so let's start with the first one, side, angle, side. If you have two triangles where two sides are congruent to two sides, and the angle in between the two sides that you know, not some other rando angle out here, but the angle in between the two sides called the included angle. An included angle is the one in between the two sides we know. If those are congruent, then the triangles are congruent. Then we know the triangles are congruent. And order of the letters is important. So if you say RST, you go across the side with 2 to the angle that you know, and across the side that's 1. Okay? So if you go RST, you have to go XYZ. Okay? Once you know two triangles are congruent, then we can say everything of each triangle is congruent. If we know ABC is congruent to XYZ, then we know A is congruent to X. Angle A is congruent to angle X. Angle B is congruent to angle Y. Angle C is congruent to side Z, or angle Z. Side AB is congruent to side XY. Side BC is congruent to side YZ. And side AC is congruent to side XZ. Okay? All those things are congruent. Okay? Once you prove two triangles congruent, then the rest of them are going to be congruent. All right. So Allie, she cuts two triangles to make earrings like this. Kind of cool looking earrings with a right angle on it and another angle on it. Okay? She's going to make earrings out of that piece of metal. So she's going to cut across the dashed line, and this is a rectangle. What do we know about opposite sides of a rectangle? They're always the same. They're always equal. They're always congruent. So this side's congruent to this side, and this side's congruent to this side. So AB is congruent to CD, and BC is congruent to AD. Now, the rectangles also have what as their corners? Right angles. So that's a right angle, that's a right angle. Are these two triangles congruent now? Yes, by side, angle, side. Because I know two sides and the included angle of this are congruent to two sides and the included angle of this. So triangle ABD is congruent to what triangle? ABD. I went in that order for this one, so what order do I have to go in over here? C, D, B. Because I went across the one mark and then the dashed line. So I have to go across the one mark and then the dashed line. So C, D, B. All right. Continuing on. Then there's the side congruence. If all three sides of one triangle are congruent to all three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent, no matter what. Okay? So here, all three sides of this one are congruent to all three sides of this one. If this angle down here, in between the 1 mark and 2 marks, is 92 degrees, what's the angle in between the 1 mark and 2 marks going to be? 92 degrees. Woo, that one was tough, wasn't it? Okay, 92 degrees, 92 degrees. All right. How are these two triangles congruent? S, S, S. Are these two triangles congruent? Yes, because we know two sides and the angle in between, that's SAS. Are these two triangles congruent? Why not? Because we have side, side, and then some other angle. And if you try to prove true triangles by side, side, angle, you're going to make an angle, side, side out of yourself. And nobody wants to be an angle, side, side. Some of you who get it are kind of giggling a little bit. Others going, what? I don't get it. Don't be an angle, side, side. All right? Then you'll be a pain in my angle, side, side. All right. What's this one? Side angle side. So are they congruent? Yes. These are congruent by side angle side. These are not. We can't say that those are congruent. What about these two? Congruent by side angle side. Two sides and the angle in between them. Okay. If you have some other rando angle, nah, it doesn't work. Okay. So we did side angle side today and side, side, side. Is that super difficult? No. No. All right. So I will put out your assignment, and only one assignment today. So here we go. We had 2 quizzes and 1 assignment.